What is Mulan 2125? Well, it's basically a cinematic experience, and it being based in VR kind of piqued my interest until I played it. Now, the actual story isn't too bad. Set in a future reshaped by the fall of a mysterious comet, humanity struggles between survival and domination. At the centre of this fractured world stands Mulan, a young woman unknowingly carrying the hidden essence of musk, a force that can both heal and destroy. I played the, I presume, prologue, which is 20 to 30 minutes long, and I found it pretty adequate. It was kind of reminiscent of Final Fantasies, the films, obviously. After the, let's call it prologue, there was another chapter, and this was $9.99 or whatever your equivalent is, and then there was Coming Soon. I'm not quite sure whether that was charged as well or the whole lot was in together. Okay, so was the actual experience any good? Well, yes and no. The app really did try to draw you in as much as it could, and this worked to a degree. You're presented with a massive screen, like being at a cinema, but sitting at the front row. In fact, sitting further in than the front row. You basically see the screen there. Looking around, you can see the edges of the screen, and this for me was the problem. When the screen was in certain angles, you almost felt you were part of it, actually there. To see the corners of the screens, you'd have to really crane your neck, so you kind of felt a part of it in some way or another, visually, obviously. But then other times, the screen would be at the corner or something, so you didn't really need to move much to see the corners of the screen, therefore the blackness of what is outside of it. And for me, it kind of broke me out of this VR adventure I was in. The other thing that I found really weird was there's some awkward camera angles, some things that kind of do I really want to be looking at this angle here, or something to that description. I think if someone gave me this for free, I may look into it and maybe try it fully. But I'm going to come out and say it straight away, I don't think this is actually made for me. This is made for someone that wants a little bit more of a cinematic, Final Fantasy-ish type feel to a film that they want to watch in VR. Personally, the thing that would have drawn me in is if it was in full 360 VR and not just this massive screen in front of me. It kind of didn't feel good at times. The prologue is actually free, so you can go and play it, then come back and tell me what you thought about it. Am I wrong? Am I right? But do bear in mind, these are all my own thoughts. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. Until next time, because life is better when we game and watch together.